Good evening, and welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeannie Street, right here on KBGB Radio. So I hope you're all doing great tonight. It was a really beautiful day here, still is a beautiful day on the Northeast. Great weather, and just the energy is like, woo, it's crazy. We're going to be having a full moon, so you may have noticed that full moon energy been rising. Welcome, Casey. Casey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing awesome, and I'm seconding that great weather, like low humidity in the 40s this morning.
In the 40s? No.
I had 49 at my house, but it felt nice.
Yeah, it was actually a really nice day in the 70s today, and so I did a great breakfast. I hosted a breakfast at the studio this morning for the chamber, the Northwest Chamber, and it was a fun turnout. I had to get up early and scoot over to Woodbury to my studio and set up the breakfast, which was great. Thanks to my brother, he showed up early, which was so helpful because I was a little behind. I kind of got myself in a little pickle. I thought for sure, like when I went to the grocery store to get all the stuff for the breakfast yesterday, I was going to come home and bake some bread. I was going to do like some gluten-free banana bread and this other gluten-free kind of morning glory type of bread. And lo and behold, when I came home, I forgot my daughter was here with her kids. So I had the three grandbabies here. We hadn't eaten dinner. It was late. And I was like, I'm not making bread. I don't know, where do I think I'm getting all this energy from? I think I'm like this young person that can do everything.
Sometimes that overcomes
you. What'd you say?
I said sometimes that overcomes you. You think you're Superman, but then the energy might run out.
So I was like, Jeannie, you can't be baking now. So I let it go, and I figured I'd get up early and go to the grocery store on my way to work. And then I had not a great night's sleep, so I slept in, which I never really do. I usually am up like 5:30. Nope, I wake up, it's just after 7. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. So I ran, I got myself situated, and it all turned out well because I made everybody Indian porridge, which is very healthy, very delicious. Just coconut milk, rice, a little cinnamon, about a half a teaspoon of manuka honey, and we topped it with fresh peaches this morning. And it was a hit, and then I had some fresh fruit and stuff like that. So everybody enjoyed.
I like the cantaloupe.
Highlight of the day. You like the prosciutto and melon?
Yes,
yeah,
that was awesome.
That's a favorite too. Yeah. I love to entertain because I love to pull out things like that. Prosciutto and melon is delicious. It's nice, it's light, and yummy. So that's the type of stuff I'm going to be doing for Thursday. Well, not exactly, but, my variety of yumminess of foods. And I was telling our group, our Angels Don't Lie group, during the Facebook Live tonight at 5, I had made myself, one of my cacao buzzes. And I said, I'm going to make one for Thursday night for my group, my gathering, my angel gathering. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, hop on over to inspirithealingstudio.com. They're only $15. We're going to have some, nice snacks, great conversations. I'm going to do an opening type of meditation, angel connection, and then you'll be able to ask questions and all kinds of stuff. We have, lots of fun stuff going on. So I also told the group I wanted to start the show off tonight with a meditation because I did this meditation during our event today. And Casey, you can say, how did your you attended, so how did your day go just from doing that meditation?
It was a lot smoother than before I got there, because I was stressed out before I got there, so a little bit, just from work. So it was a lot smoother day. I was very relaxed, got a lot of just things flowed a lot easier.
It really does change everything, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it doesn't take long. That wasn't a long meditation at all. It was just nice, to the point, maybe 10 minutes.
That's what I was going to say, 10 minutes. I thought it was about what it lasted.
And the funny thing is, this is a group of, professionals, so not people that are necessarily interested in the spiritual kind of work that I do. So they were coming from financial backgrounds, and one girl sells elevators, and very interesting background. So when at the end I said, if you want to stay, I'll do a little meditation to help you move through your day in a higher way. But if you have to go, everybody, you can scoot out. But everybody stayed. Only one person left. And I was like, okay, here we go. That was great. It was beautiful.
It was good to see.
Happy with that.
Manuela came over too.
Yes, we had lovely Manuela come over from the Java House, and we did that. We did that group reading last Thursday at her Java House, which was unbelievable. It really was just phenomenal. So there's this group of about 30 people, and I think about 4 to 5 people didn't have full-on readings, but at the end they could ask questions. But overall, about 25 people got read. So, and I love group readings for this, because you never know who Spirit's going to talk to, and even if you aren't given a full reading, there's an opportunity to ask questions at the end and to connect. But really, the readings that you hear around you from those people are meant for you. So even though it's going directly to one person, you're healing from hearing that. You're healing from maybe connecting to their sorrow or their grief and then sending them a prayer. Or maybe it's reaching a level of you, something that you recognize in yourself, something you've held on to and you didn't realize that your loved one who had passed had caused this, suffering from within. So just hearing somebody else get that loving message can send you emotional. And I know KJ is highly affected when people or connecting to their loved ones. She gets very emotional, and sometimes she has to take a break and walk away because it becomes overwhelming, right?
Yep.
But it's so beautiful. It's just beautiful. So let's do a quick meditation, because I have so much I want to talk about.
Let's go.
If you are listening, I'd like you to take a moment to put your feet on the ground. And whether you're sitting in a chair or if you can sit on the ground, sit with your legs crossed, crisscross applesauce, old-fashioned Indian style. I know we're not supposed to say that. But I want you to sit nice and comfortable. And I want your spine straight, because when we move the energy, we want our spines to be in an upright position. And our necks, kind of back and relaxed. Let your tongue begin to let go and get off the roof of the mouth. I want you to start to breathe in through your nose and allow that breath to go all the way into your body, filling your lungs, and just let it go in effortlessly. And we're going to let it rise and move up and exhale out in the mouth. So inhaling through the nose and then exhaling out of the mouth. So take a moment to let that cycle just a couple times. Any thoughts that arise, either stay with my voice or allow them to just float by. Don't follow them. Don't add to the story or let that story take you away. Stay right in that breath. Now, with the breath, we can allow a color to become part of that breath. It helps us to stay connected. So I love to use either my core color, which is like a favorite color, something you're completely drawn to, or divine color, which is like this beautiful white, almost glistening color. So I want you to breathe in whichever color you're drawn to, and really take this inhalation full in now, allowing it to go all the way down to your sits bone, filling your hips, allowing that breath to hold and stay there. And then we're going to slowly exhale, one count at a time, out your mouth, nice and slow. Just So it's fully risen and fully out before you take the next big deep breath all the way in, allowing it to move all the way down your lungs, all the way down to your hips, and let it settle there. In our hips, this is our center of our balance, are connected to where we are in life. And when we're unsettled or rushing through our day, this can feel really unbalanced. We can get lower back pain, leg pain. So I just want you to sit with the energy and let it be. Anger rises from this area. This root center, how it's called, is really important that we allow it to just breathe and be and start to become expansive. So it's a couple more cycles, bringing the breath in, letting it expand, and then letting it exhale. As it rises up, I want you to feel any tension start to be relieved. I don't want you to join it. I just want you to let it be. Let it just tell you a story if it needs to. And we'll let it exhale out. And now we're going to breathe in. And now I want you to think about love. You know, this word love and what it means to us. We all want to be loved. We all want that feeling of validation, of connectiveness. So I want you to give this to yourself in this very moment. I want you to have this self-love. One thing that you adore about yourself. One word that you can feel, whether it's I'm special, whether it's I'm a good writer, I have beautiful eyes, I love my nails, I love my hands, I really like the way I treat others, I love that I listen well. I want you to think of that one thing. I want you to let that expand and really value who you are in that self-love. And I want you to breathe that in. Breathe it all the way down, right to that hip area, and let that expand. Feel that balancing. Feel that opening the channels so it can move through your entire body from toes all the way to the crown of your head. Beautiful. Now bring your awareness to the center of your chest. This is, of course, your heart center. This is where we give and receive love. And we can't receive when we're really depleted or when we're overgiving. So now we're going to receive from ourselves from this self-love. So this one thing that you've found that you can say that you love about yourself, I want you to breathe it in and allow it to emerge with divine, with source, with God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, the Holy Mother, whatever you need, Buddha, whatever name you need there. I want you to let that expand and become even brighter. So it's a holier love. So they're two together. And as we're doing that, as your heart is absorbing all of that love, it's growing. It's becoming united with this divine source. And almost you become lighter and freer. So with your breath, if there's any energy that's kind of holding you back, we're just going to exhale it out so that heart center can get brighter and bigger and filling your chest cavity, filling your entire body, filling the room that you're in. I want you to imagine it's filling the room so you're floating and you're above. Now, I want you just to bathe in this. This is how I want you to be for the rest of the night. And I want you to wake up in the morning and remember this feeling. Remember that you are of value. You are worthy. And if you believe that you're worthy, if you believe that you are this love being, then the respect that you really deserve is going to come to you. That your abundance that is waiting for you is going to connect with you. Take a nice deep breath. Bring yourself back into your body. Roll your shoulders. Move your neck. Take a big breath and sigh out. Beautiful. All right, let's do the show. How are you guys doing? How's everybody? Casey? How you doing?
I'm doing great, and we have callers.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Beautiful. I'm ready. I'm relaxed now. Are you relaxed?
I'm very relaxed.
I do want to ask our listeners if you would please, my friend Cindy is in need of prayers. She's a client, and also she's a student. We've become close, and I adore her. She's lost her father, and it's painful because she also had recently lost her mother. So both her parents in a very short period of time, and she could use some uplifting love. So if you would keep her in your prayers, I would appreciate it. All right, Casey, I am ready.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
Go.
Hello, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Jeannie. Can you hear me?
Hi. I can hear you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I was the next caller or not.
You are. Is this my June?
It is June, and you recognize my voice? Wow, am I that obvious? Hey, I wanted to ask you, I know that I don't normally call because you're busy with the world, and I can see you anytime. But you know what I was thinking? Yesterday I had such a crappy day, and I'm generally really even-keeled, happy person, but every once in a great while, and I was going to say every once in a blue moon, although that wasn't the kind of moon I guess we were having, but I was just twisted and weepy and crying and aggravated and angry all day yesterday. I mean, I woke up that way. And when I went to bed at night, I mean, it did change a little at the end of the evening. I was able to pull myself out of it. But I went to bed and I looked outside and I thought it was a full moon and I wasn't really sure. Do you know if it was a full moon last night?
So no, the full moon is actually on the 28th, but what you were experiencing is the energy coming forth for today, which is that today starts the Mars retrograde. And I was going to talk about this. I'm glad you're calling because it really is a huge deal because it's also coming right around that full moon energy. So we start to feel that full moon before it comes anyways. And now we're in this retrograde, which is going to last until August 27th. And this is a big retrograde for our emotions, June. It's bringing forth it's going to bring up our selfhood, inner survival mode, emotional stress. So it's going to rise those to the surface, and it can cause a little chaos. And this is it comes inside of a Capricorn tone. So that's an earth tone, an earth sign.
Oh,
so
yes.
It's about
my husband's a Capricorn.
Yeah. And it's about, speaking in our, the things that are important to us. It's about moving towards our goals, being disciplined and structured, and about, expanding our vision. And it's very serious energy. So we'll move ahead, but it's not going to be at a normal rate. It's going to be slower. It's going to be like everything's just slowing down.
And that's good. That's good for me. I mean, it can slow down for me.
But that emotional state, that's the part that's going to slow down too. So you might feel those emotions, like that stress or that uneasiness a little longer. It may rise to the surface, some stuff that you haven't worked through, and that's what it's going to bring up. It's going to be like, hey, knock knock, June.
Yeah, and that's where it started actually, because I don't get angry. I get angry out of frustration, or when I'm not validated, or somebody doesn't take the way somebody doesn't take the time to see my point of view. When I feel not validated, usually, or frustrated, when I'm trying to do something and I just feel like I don't know why I can't do it. Like, it's so simple. Everybody can do it, and I can't do this. This is frustrating. And that's how my day started, just trying to post pictures. You know, I was trying to post pictures of the KBJB event over on Sunday, and I was trying to post the pictures, and I couldn't get them to go up, and I was aggravated, and, you know, changing my password for different sites was aggravating because, you know, you have to make some ungodly password that you can't even remember. In order for it to go through. And I was just getting so frustrated. I wanted to cry and break my computer and slam my phone. I was just so mad. And I was wondering, what is this? Because I don't get like that. And, you know, the old PMS days, that's how I got. But a chocolate bar usually, like, settled it. And it didn't work. It didn't work. Not until later in the evening.
That's okay. So this is that summer moon. It's the strawberry moon that's coming for us on the 28th. So it is going to bring up those feelings, those emotions. So honor yourself as that woman. Take the time, have your chocolate, and be willing to, like, just work through those emotions as they rise.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did.
Yeah.
I just tried to, like, figure out what exactly it was and what would make me happy. What could I do to distract myself? And do I really have to do this right now? Can I walk away from it for a little while and maybe come back to it? I did have to stop and talk to myself because I didn't like the way that I was feeling, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to harp on anyone or yell at anyone or be, you know, grouchy. I wanted to get out of that mood, and I eventually did. We sat outside and we got some great pictures of birds, and that took me away. So I was happy after that.
I'm so glad that you were able to do that. And I know it's not easy. So I hope that my answer helps you. I hope you know that you're not alone in that. Yeah.
No, I didn't think that I was. I talked to a few people today, and they said yesterday was just a really bad day for them. Right. And I said, I'm going to call Jeannie and ask her what's going on.
Well, thank you, June. And I'm gonna push you right along because Casey's texting me and say we have 3 other callers on there. So
yes, you do that. Thank you so much, Jeannie.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Take care. Okay.
Bye.
Casey?
I never heard of a Mars retrograde.
You haven't?
No. I'm going to look that up when we get done with the show tonight.
You be looking that up. I know. Usually we hear of, like, Mercury retrograde. And the interesting thing about, this retrograde, they usually last between 2 to 2.5 months. And a Mars retrograde actually happens every 26 months. So, like, it's not always a new thing. I mean, so. Alrighty.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yep. Here we go.
Perfect.
Hi.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
This is Vera. How are you?
Hi, Vera. How are you?
Okay.
Good. We haven't talked in a while, right? You're from New York?
Yes, I'm from New York. Yet. We haven't talked in a while.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like...
If I say I'm doing okay, then it's not. So I don't say it.
You're right? Yeah, because I get like this... And you have a question. I want to get right into what I want to talk to you about, but go ahead and ask your question.
No, just things are, not what I feel like it should be. I think mostly because my father passed away in November, trying to make everything as normal as possible, and I think it's just taking a toll.
Right. So I feel like, and I don't know if this is how you feel, but he's making me feel almost like a black cloud is what you feel like is over you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is just his way of, like, letting you know that he's with you. There's not a black cloud over you, but I totally feel like you feel like that.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to...
I sense him all the time.
Yeah.
When I feel him around me, it's just,
and I don't think it's from his passing alone. He's making me feel like it's not just the grief, but he's showing me like financial papers. He's showing me like a checkbook with like a balance, like it's not where it needs to be. He's showing me like a lack. He's making me feel like there's also stress. And I feel like you've been abused and it hasn't been healed. Like I feel like you need some healing work done. Like he's showing me like Reiki work, like energy work. You need healing. It's like time for you to be able to have all the love, to get all of that kind of out of you, because I feel like that's a big struggle for you. You hold on to it too long.
Well, I just need to make sure that everybody else around me is okay.
But yeah, and that's why I'm feeling like it's important for you to be okay, because everybody will be okay if you're okay. You're not giving yourself that time for healing. So do you understand the abuse that he shows me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And he makes me feel like there's complications around that. It's funny because he's actually like, he's showing me like not moving his mouth. So I don't know if he didn't talk at the end.
He didn't, no.
Okay. So this is just like a confirmation that this is your dad. So now he's like, we got that out of the way. Now let's talk. Because he has a lot to say. He says, and I get also some stuff in my stomach, unsettledness. So I don't know if this is what's going on inside of you. I feel like it's earthbound energy, so he makes me feel like it's more like you, unsettledness.
Probably.
Okay. And so what's the filing? Has there been filing of papers?
Papers were just filed. I just got notification yesterday.
It's his way of letting you know he's still there. He's with you. And I feel like you're moving in the right direction. I just feel like you're being a little stubborn with some things and holding on too tightly. So I feel like if you can open up to let go a little bit, I feel like things would be easier. And I don't know exactly what he's referring to, but do you understand what he's referring to?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So with that, it's like he's just showering you with all this love. He's also handing me flowers to give to you, candy and candy boxes like Russell Stover boxes. He's bringing that all forward, like, many gifts. So I don't know why the gifts, but he's just showering you with all of that. I do feel like you're so special. I don't know if you felt that special to him in life, but he's showing me how special you are, and he needs you to know that. And how
I didn't
much
know that.
So if these are words you needed to hear. That's why he's giving you the it's almost like, the Valentine's gifts, how they used to be, like the Russell Stover boxes with the hearts and all of that like stuff. That's what he's doing. He's pouring all that love over to you. Things that were unsaid, and that's how he wants you to know he's with you.
Okay.
I do feel like there's some stress from that relationship with him. That's why he's showing up this way. Like, he's going to support you and help you and be there for you, and the unkindness is gone. And those are his words.
Okay. I get it. I think it's mostly me. I'm doing it to myself, and I know it. I know what you're getting at. I do that
meditation. Yeah, and do that little meditation that we started with, like every day. If you can just do 10 minutes a day and be in that silent state, I feel like you're going to feel better. And those divine messages that are your guidance system, your intuition, that's where we can be the observer. And that's what our show is about, is observing that energy, like what is meant for us. It's being silent, but we can't see and know what is meant for us if we aren't in that quiet state, if we're always moving. So if you can give that a try.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
No, I just feel that if sometimes I do try to let go, and
yes,
the things don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like if I try to open up and I try to loosen up and I try to just let things go, things come back to me, and it's harsh.
But that's where we need, yes, but sometimes they come back harsh in order for us to reevaluate how we reacted or the things that we might be holding on to. Because if it keeps coming back, that means you're holding on to it in your body. You haven't healed it. That means maybe you haven't forgiven. Maybe you haven't had compassion. It's only coming back because it's kind of not done with you yet. So we have to participate in healing it, right?
Okay.
That's the thing about healing. It's not meant to be easy. So if it keeps coming at us, and I have this in my own life where certain things will keep coming back in same types of relationships, and it keeps challenging me. And I'm like, serious, God, what are we doing here? And he's like, calm down now, Jeannie. Simmer down. Yeah. You can do this. Vera, you can do this. You can do it. Open the curtain.
I have to just keep saying that to myself.
Let the light in. Relax. Like, I feel like let the light in your house. Let people sit on the furniture. Relax. Have fun.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
All right, beautiful. I hope that you have a beautiful night.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. That's beautiful. So that was our message tonight. We're talking about being the observer of energy, being the observer so we can receive that intuitive guidance that's meant for us. But we can't observe when we're too in it, when we're frustrated or angry or we're busy or we're chattering. We can't. So being still, perfect. Casey, are you ready for the next?
Yes, I'm ready. Here we go.
I'm ready. Hi, this is Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie. This is Denise.
Hi, Denise. How are you? I'm good. Where are you calling?
I'm okay.
Where are you calling from, Denise?
Calling?
Yes.
Actually, I'm calling from New Milford.
Okay, perfect.
And you met my daughter last week in New Milford.
Okay.
My daughter, Caitlin.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm calling you tonight because I might be able to speak to my husband who passed away last September. Actually, he's my ex-husband after 41 years of marriage. And I'm having a very difficult time dealing with the fact that I instigated what ended up being a divorce. And it was very, very difficult for me. We had a very sad divorce. Neither one of us really wanted that, but I did need a separation from him, and I think he understood and knew that all along. But I'm having a very difficult time accepting my decision now, and I'm very angry. I'm very angry about the fact that the decision to be divorced was not his decision, and it was not my decision. At the beginning, it was another person, his sister, who interfered with our relationship in every way that she possibly could, and did many things that she did that he was unaware of, and he was able to fix some of the things that she did. But anyway, it ended up that it was a divorce and not a separation. And a year later, he passed away, which you don't anticipate. I didn't anticipate. And so I was there. I was holding his hand the day before he passed away. Again, we were never angry with each other. It wasn't that. And I'm just having a very difficult time. I can't let go of the anger that I feel for his sister and her involvement in what she did. And I don't understand it. And she's evil. I can't talk to her because I can't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. So I'm just having a very hard time, and I just want him to know. I want to make sure that he knows that I've always loved him, and what I did was absolutely necessary for my survival, and I want him. I think he knew that, but I want him to know that.
So
I just want to make sure that he knows that.
As soon as you started, yes. And as soon as you started speaking, I get this heaviness in my chest where it's like hard to take a deep breath. I feel like you're carrying so much grief within you. And anger rising, my friend, this way is so toxic for your being, for your body. I do feel there is manipulation. I'm going to give you some validation is what he's showing me. But I'm also going to give you a compassion tone, because on the flip side of that, those feelings that you have about that anger, even though they're validated, it is arising above a situation where we find healing. It doesn't stop. It doesn't change what happened. It doesn't change that person and what they've done. But what it does is your prayer and your energy and your willingness to start to try to forgive will set you free. Holding this in your body is going to make you ill. It's going to make your life miserable. And that's not at all what he wants from you. I feel like this great respect is what he shows me. Like, that's how your relationship was. Even though there were disrespect at times, and he's all around that respect tone. I don't feel like he was able to have his own voice. Things were complicated. There was, some manipulation. There were some. I don't know if it's money. There's like technical issues he's showing me that were involved. So none of that is like one person's fault. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I
okay.
do understand that. I do.
So, ending of a marriage is tragic, he says. It's like a death in itself, he said. And then, the illness and all of that toxicity, built up in him as well. And he leaves, and now you're left with, almost not being able to get past any of it. No more healing. There's no more, being able to talk it out or to find peace. You have to do this on your own. But he said, you can do this. This is meant for you to heal, to have forgiveness, because hate will breed more hate. Your anger is going to breed more anger. So now it's time to find your compassion. We're all on this equal playing field, which is difficult to understand when somebody hurts you so badly that they need love just as badly as you. And the reason they do the things they do is because they're not having any love touch them. Their evilness, has what you said, that word, is because they don't have love. And we're human. We all want to be loved. There's nobody above or below. We're all on the same playing field. We all want to be validated and loved. So your job is to take care of that for you, for your body, for your being, so that you can heal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've been trying. I know.
And that's why it's not that you haven't been. I do feel like, there have been moments of clarity for you, and I do feel like this whirlwind where you go back into the drama and back into the story. Yeah. So he shows me like there's several stories, right. There's several complicated things, and then you go there and you fixate and you stay there.
That's right.
And He's saying, let them go. He's saying they mean nothing in the big picture. In the big picture of who you are as a person and where you need to go, they mean nothing. They're holding you back. Like, you need to go. I don't know if you're moving or wanting to move or what the change is that you want, but you can't get that change, he said, because you keep slingshotting you back into the same despair.
It's true.
So in order for you to get out and have the light reach your face and really touch you, you know, this beautiful, loving being that you are, you have to love. Love can't come for you if there's hate there.
Yeah, and that's what there is.
He says he's sorry. He said, I take this responsibility. He said, because I didn't have a voice. I was weak. He shows me almost like a puppet, like he was like a puppet. But he said, that was my energy. I gave my power away. That was nothing that you did. That was nothing that you did. And there was nothing you could have done to change that. But because I gave my power away, that made that other person more powerful. It gave them permission. I gave her permission to do all of that. He said, so now, he said, I have this love. I have this ability to shine a different light on the situation. I can soften it. He said, if you're willing to forgive. He said, and you need to forgive so you can heal. He said, please don't hold it. He's like, I feel like you need to forgive him. And he's not asking you like for himself. He's asking it for you. Because your forgiveness will actually make you shine. It will lighten you up. It will heal you.
I so forgive him.
And so what's the gold? I feel like there's gold and I don't know what, a gold watch, a gold bracelet. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. What about it? He's thinking about that?
He's just showing it to me. It's his way of, I feel like you need proof. He's like, you know, you need to know this is me and what I'm saying to you is real. It's just a confirmation for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'd love for you to take a nice, big, deep breath in. And I'd like you to hold your heart, put your hands over your heart, and I want you to love yourself. Love yourself in this very moment. And just breathe and be still. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
I hope that this gives you some peace, Denise. And if you'd like to ever come in for a session, please go to my website and jeanniestreet.com, and you can make an appointment right there.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I hope you have a beautiful night. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
So let's all take a big, deep breath right now. And, you know, knowing that our prayers have volume, that our prayers have merit, they mean something. You can reach out and send Denise this love that she needs. You know, we can support each other through these traumas, through these difficult times. It's not easy to go through what we have to go through, but we each are going through it. So we're, like I said, we all want to be validated. So please take a moment, send over some love to our callers. You know, being able to be brave to call in is a really big deal. So love over to Denise, love to Vera in New York, so that supports her and helps her. Love to June, that the energy calms so she can move through this time of change easily. Really beautiful. Whew. Casey, how you doing over there?
That was a pretty emotional one, I have to say. I could feel how upset she was, you know.
I'm sure, I know, and I'm sure Kathy's bawling because I know her.
But whenever you're collected, we have another caller.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Jeannie, it's Amber Wilder. How are you?
Hi. Did you say Amber?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Your breakfast this morning. It was amazing. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to come. You're in Southbury, right, Amber?
No, I am in Torrington.
Oh, in Torrington. Okay, so I'm just trying to remember. Perfect. So how can I help you, lovely?
Well, I think there's a big theme going on tonight. My father passed away when I was pregnant with my first child 8 years ago, January. And I had dreams with him in the past few months, and they were very comforting, very reassuring. But, you know, like, I get these urges. I just want to hug him. Like, I just want to talk to him. He was the dad that knew everything. And the fact that I'm an adult and a parent and I cannot ask him anything, just like, I really took that for granted. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe he's trying to tell me something or I don't know.
Sure. So I love that you said that you've had some confirmations and that he's come to you in dreams. Do you ever journal too, Amber? Like, kind of write down
all the time,
like your questions? Yeah, I love that because that's such a great way of connecting. And what is the storyline? He's showing me like a story. Are you have short stories or writing a story?
I used to when I was little. That was one of the things that I did that a lot as a kid. And one of the books, I think I know what he's talking about.
It's his way of giving you a confirmation, so you know that it's him. Something that I wouldn't have known.
Okay.
And I do feel like you're a girl with a lot of questions. He says. And I feel like he makes me feel like you like really good conversations. He's like, you like to sit down and really talk about things and you're intellectual, but yet you're spiritual. I just feel like you love that deep connection with people. That's his way of showing me your personality. And he also shows me like apple of the eye, which is just like this soul connection, right? Right. He also like I feel like a quick unplug for him, meaning he left fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes. So, and I don't feel like there was a whole lot. He's also, I don't know if he had asthma, but the lung stuff is pretty big. Like, I'm having a hard time breathing. Again, just more confirmations about that it's him. And he, like, I feel like there's so many things going down the line, like he's listing. Are you the list maker? What's the list?
I am.
So funny. So if you want to ask him a question, what would it be? Because he's like, get short questions.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks. I don't know. Now that I'm on the spot. No, I don't know. What do I need to do?
I don't think you need to do anything. He said, like, what do you mean do? Like, he's funny. Like, what doesn't you mean?
What's my next step? What am I not doing that, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm afraid to, like, for instance, my 4-year-old, I'll put him up on the counter, I'll be standing like a foot away from him, and I'll tell him to jump. And he's scared to jump, and I say, oh, come on, watch your brother do it. I put the brother, who's 8, up on the countertop. He jumps over to me, and then he'll do it. So I'm kind of scared to jump. Like, why, like, am I okay to jump? Am I good? Like, what do I need to do? What's next? Because, like, the last dream that I had about him, he was navigating me, and it was a sure navigation. So I need the next direction.
Right. And so sometimes, and this is interesting because we can totally get guidance throughout our life, but sometimes it can become an addiction. It can be too much. We're supposed to have that choice, right? Our free will of moving through and moving with energy. So I feel like you have to be careful with that. So you move in your alignment. Like, you can make clear decisions. Your dad tells me how, like, bright and shiny you are. Like, you're able to do it. You don't need outside help, outside guidance, but you always look for almost like approval, but not approval. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you're in a good place, and I feel like almost like you get bored easily. So I feel like sometimes when you get bored, then that's when you need a challenge. That's when you're looking for, like, even more. So you're like a really spiritual being. Like, I feel like, like meditation, like, you can do so much spiritual stuff, and I feel like it's going to, like, zoom you up. What exactly do you do for work again?
Marketing for an elevator company.
Okay. So, like, I don't know how spirituality works through your work, but that's where that's the passion that needs to come forward to shift it a little bit, because that spirituality is who you are. It's like, he said, that's like the golden nugget for you. And who's got the lower back or kidney issue?
I don't know. Maybe my son.
Okay. And is he 8-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay. Has he been like complaining, like just, and been a little like lower vibration?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So lots of water for him and some purification, like in his diet, I feel like is really important. Yeah. And I feel like he's a kid that has to stay away from sugars. Like, I feel like he's such a highly sensitive person, with energy anyways. So energies in terms of food are really, all of that matters to him. And it'd be great for a little yoga and a little meditation for him too. Because he's such a sensitive soul.
Thank you.
And your 4-year-old, he sees. Your dad said he sees. So meaning he sees angels, he sees loved ones. Like, I feel like have that conversation with him. Like, do you remember what God's like? Because he's almost getting in that analytical. He's getting in the analytical mind. He's like the logic guy. So like, start having those conversations with him, so he has that like connect, knowing it's okay, knowing it's safe.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Nice to talk with you, and it was really nice to meet you today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to tell you, I mean, I met you this morning, and like, if you think about it, since I've known you, all you've done is give. And I want you to know that makes me happy, and it makes me want to give to others. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that. Inspiring to give. Beautiful. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to use our gifts in our way to help others, which is amazing. I have a whole thing to talk about with the autoimmune, and I want to give you my quick tips. I know we have a caller on the line, but let me give you my quick tips for the autoimmune disease, because so many of you have autoimmune issues, and there are ways that we can go into a spontaneous remissions. It can actually happen when we turn. Let me just say this: autoimmune is like a war inside your body, right? It's when your immune system starts attacking itself. So you start having like a breakdown of energy. So whether it be rheumatoid arthritis, it's thyroid disease, it even can be type 2 diabetes. Your body starts to fight against itself, so it can't heal. So we start to have these issues, alopecia, hair loss. So many. There's like 80 different, if not more, autoimmune diseases. And usually when we have one gets on top of the other on another. So here's my list. What's what we're going to do? We're going to break this down. So it's great to work with, number one, to work with a functional medicine doctor. Different than a regular doctor, a functional medicine doctor can do the tests that you need, which are going to be to find out if you have hidden infections, such as a yeast infection, maybe a virus, such as even a Lyme disease. So viruses, I can't think of the word I want to use. It begins with an E, and I've lost it. Epstein Barr. There it is. I got it. So Epstein Barr, Lyme disease, you can have a bacterial infection. So a blood test to see if you have these hidden infections is really key for autoimmune. Also, another test, which is for heavy metals. A heavy metal test will tell you if your body is toxic, if you've taken on mercury or other metals, which will begin to clog your system and definitely have issues. You can also do an IgG food testing. This is key because you could have hidden food sensitivities or allergies that you don't know about. So we're talking about gut, right? When our gut is not in alignment, then our brain health is not going to be there. Our gut and our brain go hand in hand, back and forth. So then it sends senses throughout our body and tells our body to either fight or flight. And so if something is off, that's when it begins to attack. So really important to pay attention to our gut health. Get testing for celiac disease. So many people have celiac that don't know it. They think, oh, it's just normal, I'm bloated, or maybe I have a little gas, or maybe I have a little diarrhea, or maybe you vomit. Different people have different responses to celiac. They're not going to be cut and dry in the same, even in the same family. So, like, for instance, my daughter has celiac, and her reaction is different than her 3-year-old daughter who has it. Completely different ones. My mom also has it, and her reaction is different than my daughter. So it's very interesting how that works. So probiotics are a must. Fish oil, vitamin C, and vitamin D will help lift your body back up. Taking seaweeds, spirulina will help to take the toxins out, heavy metals. It's a must. Spirulina will help heal the gut, also clean the blood. Another great tool for getting rid of the heavy metals that can block us, that cause autoimmune. So obviously, we're going to take out any sugars, any processed food. So nice, clean diet to heal autoimmunes. Exercise, yoga, and meditation. There you have it. We're going to take the call. If you have any questions, head on over to Angels Don't Lie. You can ask them, and I will be glad to answer you. Casey, whenever you're ready.
That was intense. So here we go.
I know, I went so fast, right?
Yep.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Yes, hi. My name is Sharon, a.k.a. Olivia London. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Can I call you Olivia?
Absolutely.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very good, thank you. I have the day off. I just had a huge show in Connecticut on Sunday, a brunch with KBJB Radio, and
I know I was there.
Oh my God! Yay!
we met.
Yes, we did. Hello,
Olivia. You had your nephew, right? Or you mean your brother?
Yes, I had my brother with me. He was helping me out during the show.
Yeah, I was the short woman with the white hair, pretty much blonde hair.
Oh, I remember because I told you I loved your hair so much.
Yes. And I said you should definitely get a wig this color. Yes. Perfect.
I'm very happy to be on the show.
How can I help you tonight, hon?
Well, I spoke to Kathy, and she had just enticed me to call up because I lost my father when I was 6 years old, and
How old?
Never got me.
Sorry?
6 years old.
6 years old. Wow.
Yeah. And I never really got any closure. I have a twin brother. He really never got any closure. And just me being the person who I am, being a very different person, and the world we live in, I just wanted to connect with him and see what he thought about my life and see if he can give me pointers on how to move forward to be successful.
Yeah, so one of the first things when you started talking, your dad was coming through, and first I was feeling like pride. That's his word, like pride, and coming out from heart center, meaning like he's surrounding you with love. And I don't know what the complications were around him as a dad, but I feel like it was complicated. Do you understand that?
Yes, it was very complicated.
Okay, so he takes that on as his. I also feel like he wasn't, his words, sorry, this is what he says, like, I don't feel like he was an outstanding human. Like, I don't feel like he did his job well. I don't know if he even finished school. Like, he makes me feel like he didn't advance very well. And it's just his personality of how he's coming through. I also feel like his death was tragic, and he somewhat takes responsibility. So even though I don't feel like he killed himself, I do feel like he somewhat killed himself. Do you understand that? Like, he didn't take his life, but I don't feel like he took care of his life.
Yes, you're 100% right, 100%.
So that's how he comes through, so you understand. I do feel like you and your brother are complete opposites, although you're two peas in a pod.
Yes.
And he says you have the most, like, I can't stop seeing the word love, 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 love. Who you are is love. What you give is love. What he has for you is love. It is all about love, and your work is about that. He says, though, you're so self-conscious, and he said you're, I feel like you're almost like mean to yourself. It's time to be the love. It's time to rise in that, and allow it to just really come forward, and to take better care of yourself, because you're like an outstanding human. He says the way you have proceeded through life, what you have overcome, like he's like beyond words. He's like, it's unbelievable the things that you've done and accomplished. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
He's also clearing the table. He's making me feel like there's things on the table that don't serve you. So he's like wiping the table clean, and he's walking away. And that makes me feel like, and please understand, I don't feel like that you have an addiction, but he's making me feel like it's about coming clean. Like being you, being sober, being you. Like you don't need any of that. And he's making me feel like it'll be so much better for you if that's how you are able to move through your life.
Right.
And do you have a partner right now?
I had one, but he, it was just not a good situation.
Yeah, because then I feel like, so this is the reason why. This is the doorway, right? Because you don't value yourself. You don't have that self-respect yet. And he says yes, because it's here. It's knocking at the door. He said when that self-respect comes in and you make those decisions, that relationship that you need is going to come for you. He said, trust me, you're going to have that true love. You're like a Prince Charming kind of relationship. This is who you are. It's going to be like everlasting. It's like a Cinderella. It's like a pure love story. That's what you want.
Yes, it is.
He's like, and like, he doesn't shit if you dress up as Cinderella. So sorry, I swore there. It does not matter for him, because it isn't about that. It's about the soul. It's about who you are. So that's all it's about. And
I'm completely speechless. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And the more you're comfortable with this, the more you look in the mirror and repeat, I am beautiful, and breathe. I am generous. I am kind. When you speak kindly, this is going to enter your soul, and it's going to change everything, my love. Everything.
You're right. You're 100% right. Wow. This is amazing.
And you have such eyes on you. Your brother is at this age. He is, oh my God, he's such a sensitive soul, your dad said. He is so in need of like a genuine human. And I don't know the hardship that he's been through, but you're and I say this man, but I know that you have a female tone, but you're the man. You're the one that's going to show him. You're going to show him what love is. So you got to step up to the plate.
I do. My mom always told me that I have to be the one to show my brother, my twin brother, the right way, if he doesn't know the right way. And after we lost my father, he completely turned into a different person.
And it's your younger brother, the one that you had with you at the show?
Oh, it's him.
It's him too. He needs that look. He needs to be able to have. Your dad is showing me that, and I know he's not his father, but he doesn't have a real father figure. He doesn't have a man who will show love and emotion and a connectedness. That's who you need to be.
Wow. Yep. Absolutely. Oh my God. This is back with me. This is so real. This is so real.
I say angels don't lie, my love.
So my dad, so I'm happy to hear that he's okay, and I always know that he's protecting me. I always feel, his love and his energy around me. But
absolutely,
I never was quite sure, how he really felt. And I love that he loved that I dressed up like Cinderella.
Did you actually dress up as Cinderella? Oh my gosh, I love it. Yay. Well, yes, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm looking forward to, maybe doing a group reading for you guys, or maybe it needs to be individual. I don't know, for you lovely queens. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Definitely. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so we're definitely gonna need your services and keeping us all together.
Right.
But thank you for allowing me to be a part of your show.
Anytime. You have a beautiful night.
All right. You all too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. God bless. Wow, that is so beautiful. We're going over time now. I think we have one more caller. I'm going to make this really quick because it's after 8. Casey?
Yep, here we go.
Okay. Hello, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
You already know it's me, girl.
Hey, Serena, how are you?
Hey, I know we only got 2.2 seconds, right?
Yes.
But it was a good show tonight. I just want to let you know. You might have to extend your show. You might need more than an hour, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? They might have to give you a half on that.
Oh, my God. I don't know, sister.
I'm just doing the check-in. And I also kind of feel bad, because when I talk to you, I always talk to my grandmother. I don't talk to nobody else. I feel ashamed. Like, maybe they don't think I care as much, or my grandmother's just bossy.
No, I don't think that at all. I just think that she's so powerful, almost like a matriarch of the family, and you have the same tone, so she's showing up the way you show up,
That's dope.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Oh, okay, because I always feel bad that I don't, ask, hey, how's my father or whatever, because he wasn't in my life as much as my grandmother, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like I feel exactly like that, and I feel like, he was making that sacred space. You needed to hear from your grandmother. You needed to have that. But, when you're ready for that, for that forgiveness, like when you're ready to hear his words, that's going to come for you. Like, and he says you need to hear that. Like, at some point, you need to hear, like, his apology. Like, she gets down on a knee. He says, I abandoned my family. I abandoned what was my responsibility. And, he has like a bottle next to him, like, so it makes me feel like he drank a lot. And, he doesn't want to make it about him. He wants to make this about you. He doesn't want to talk about all the things he wasn't, to prove it's him. He says, you already know. So it is about, he's so proud of you and you're such a good person and you're so vivid and wild and amazing, and he's supporting you. He's there. Dope. He's behind the scenes. Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's his way. And like being still and quiet and giving your grandmother that space. And he says, besides, she pushed me right out of the way. It's not like I could have,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my grandmother's like that. She was little too, like me.
Right.
But, yeah, she's bossy. But you know what? She's helped me tremendously, though. Seriously, I didn't even know any of those things. Sometimes you don't know, And I guess I'm afraid. So my mother used to get like visits and stuff, but I don't really get visits. I guess because I might be kind of scared a little bit, maybe. But I'm not afraid with you, because they like, hey, they talking to her, then they're around her. I'm just here, what I'm saying? I don't know how it works, but I don't know. I think I'm still afraid, so that's why I don't see them or not. Not see them, but feel their presence or something.
Right. All right, love. I am out. I am out of here. I am done. Right. My body is done. So thank you so much for calling in. Appreciate it, and I wish you a loving night. I'll see you on social media.
For sure. You might see me Thursday. I might come down to your little thing.
Good.
See that?
When are you gonna wait, when are you coming? Thursday?
Yeah, I think so. You got something on Thursday, right?
Yes, come.
See?
Oh my gosh, I would love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I'm
Yay.
thinking about. All right?
All right.
You guys have a good night, and thanks for taking my call. Good night.
You're welcome. Good night, Annie.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, there's your reminder. Go on to inspirithealingstudio.com. Get your tickets now. Thursday is where it's going to be at. We're going to have some fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk a little angels. We're going to talk a little whatever. And it's going to be a great time. And you can see the other events going on up there as well. If you'd like to get in touch and have a bigger reading, go on to my website, geniestreet.com, and you can sign up right online. And you can email me too, jeannie@geniestreet.com. I thank you all so much. And to all of our callers tonight, God bless you. Have a beautiful night. And remember, I know what I know because angels don't lie. Good night, everybody.